the dog when she said about she walks her dog and sometimes she thought, I just hate you. And like, then she'll feel guilty. And that's me totally. But it doesn't, and you were just like, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a thought. It's not true. There's no need to attach. So that as well has helped. So it's just, but I feel my thoughts are getting stronger to test. It's like they're getting, whoa, okay, I see. I don't know. It's like they're fighting to stay or something.
Right. But it's also like, it's not just a thought, you know, because although it is just a thought, it's not just a thought, because it can also be that there is this like repressed energy inside that is like, it needs something to project on. It needs a place to project that energy onto. So in the case of what Sabine was sharing, it's like that energy is getting projected on the dog, but it's an energy that wants to be released somehow. It wants an expression. Right? So it's not just a thought that just kind of, no, you know, there is some kind of residue of where it's held inside. I mean, sometimes it's just a thought, but when it's got that kind of feeling in it, or, you know, it's like it's not an empty thought, it's got feeling behind it. It can be like an old thing that needs to project somewhere. And this is what we're doing in all our relationships. In all relationships, whether it's to the dog or to the lover or to the father or the mother or the whatever, whoever, we're projecting energies that are already kind of somehow, there's an origin of those energies that plays out again and again through different faces and players. But it's a dynamic of energies that, you know, so when it's not resolved, it plays out again in another set of circumstances. So in a way, you could say that the outside world is like a stage on which it gets played out. Yeah, I made a little video yesterday. I don't know if it was on Instagram or Facebook or something, but I was talking about how, you know, the perspective, like you're seeing the world like this, and when your perspective changes, just by you turning that way, you see a part of the world, like a whole world you didn't see when you were looking this way. And the world out there didn't change at all. It's just that you turned, your perspective changed, and now you can see a world that wasn't there before. So the world out there doesn't change. It's how you see it. And what sees it. You know, because there isn't a world out there, actually, that's moving and changing. It's all as it is, always. But there's a change in the consciousness. And consciousness is all there is. You know, so it is mind-blowing. A mind-blowing awakening to the reality that nothing is what we've thought it to be. Nothing. And what we've done is fixed things into a world as we see it, as if it's really like that. But it's like that because of the way we see it. Yeah. So that's an awakening that never stops being revealed. It's endless revelation. But it can become like this idea that we've arrived somewhere, and it becomes like, and then like when the mind kind of gets the logistics of what it is to be not awake, then be awake, and then kind of gets a formula of how it is, then it can start to become boring again. Because it's the mind who got it. It's the mind who's making the interpretation. So to the mind, it becomes boring again, because the mind always needs entertainment. Right? So awakening, what we're waking to, can't be got by the mind. It cannot be got. So, but when the mind thinks that it now got it and it's become sort of boring, now I know what it is. Oh yeah, it's this person who's not really this person, it's really life itself. And it becomes, oh, now I kind of know it. A position is taken. Then the feeling of, oh, I'm just like, can even be experienced like, oh, it's just this ordinary, boring thing. I thought it was going to be a big thing, but it's just this ordinary, boring. That's being interpreted again by the mind.